computer. All right, we are good to go. Let's see, we are recording and mic. Awesome. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Performance Podcast. If you're coming back, welcome back. This is a special edition, and we are actually recording this. This will be online on a YouTube link. We're recording this live right after delivering a 2-day, 16-hour continuing education course for fitness and medical professionals on how to manage barbell athletes. We have 2 days worth of content in our head, and I just wanted to share. There's a lot of good stories. This relates to everybody, whether you're clients, you're a fitness professional yourself, a medical professional, you're interested in working at Sports Performance, you're interested in getting services. This is for you. This is for everyone. And Dr. Jason is in the room, and Coach Alex, first timers on the podcast. Welcome, guys. They want to know you guys exist. Say hello. Say hi to the group.
Hi. How's it going, guys? Excited to be here.
You can't hear Coach Alex behind his mustache at the moment. So welcome, Coach Alex. Welcome, Dr. Jason. And oh my goodness, a veteran, old school, Coach Shane Adamos. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm curious to go back to the list and see what was the last podcast I was on.
Oh my goodness, it's been a while.
Oh, it's been a while.
We'll give you a little brief update on Coach. He's currently in physical therapy school.
Yep.
About to finish his first year. So Shane was our performance specialist last year, and has been really a big part of Sports Performance. And I really wanted to share everything that has gone over the last 2 days, and really how do we support clients throughout their life, right? I mean, I think that's a unique thing that we do as Performance. This is not about pain. It's not about getting bigger, better, faster. It's about you learning how to manage yourself, learning how to take care of yourself. And we act as a support system, right?
Yeah.
We're both on the performance side and on the rehab side. So Jason, why'd you pick this topic? What about the course got you to think about it?
So a lot of depth and layers to the course. Obviously, there's all the skills, all the training that we all have, but at the end of it, it's like just being able to connect with people, being able to see what people want to get back to, see what they love doing. And honestly, that's why I love my job, is just being able to help people get to do that, not have to stop due to pain, injury, anything like that, and just making sure we're thinking long game, like longevity. We want these people to be able to do this for the rest of their lives, or whatever else they might want to do if they want to pivot and do something else. Like just have an understanding of that, putting myself in their own shoes, a little bit of empathy there, just to see like how I could help them best.
Yeah. And you brought up an interesting point. You said we had a topic with one of the physical therapists on the call. And by the way, this was a virtual course. This wasn't in person. It's the first virtual course we had, and this definitely will not be the last. We're already thinking about one in a couple months, because we had such a good feedback. But Andy was one of the physical therapists on there, and he said, when I don't know how to do barbell lifts, do I need to be able to master these things to be able to help clients out? And the easy answer is you don't need to be able to master them at all, because as a client, and I think if you're a client now, or you're going to be a client in the future, right now, all you want to do is have somebody who can understand you and who can help guide you. They don't need to be a golf pro. If you love golfing, they don't need to be a golf pro. What they need to do is help understand the mindset of somebody who loves and is passionate about fitness and activity, and being able to empathize with that person and guide them on the right path. Would you agree, Shane?
Oh, absolutely. And it's one of those things when looking at what we do, right? We're movement specialists. We dig into the movement. We need to understand why this is happening in a person's body, and understand that because something isn't moving right, it's going to affect my movement or someone else's movement. And being able to understand that, even though I might not pull, a 600-pound deadlift, but if I understand the mechanics, if I understand the demand of the body, joint wise, muscularly, then I can help you address it.
Yeah.
Just because I can't lift 600, doesn't take away from the fact that I know the movement, familiar with the movement, and I can help you kind of get past some of those sticky points and some of the things that are causing some pain by doing that.
Yeah. So, and I have a lot of clients who enjoy running, right? And you guys all know I'm not the biggest runner on this planet.
I second that.
But I do know what the feeling is and why you run, right? I know why you run, because the runner's high, right? Like, or you enjoy being outside, or you get the endorphin release. I get the endorphin release lifting weights. The other people get endorphin release from doing the elliptical, whatever their passion is, whatever they love doing, we get that. And when you are looking for somebody to help you get past your knee pain or shoulder pain or back pain, that's who you need to look for. Somebody who understands the mentality that you have, right? We all understand that because we all love fitness. We all do. And clients need to feel that. So, I don't think the person you go to doesn't need to be a specialist in running. I think they need to know how to manage active individuals.
Yeah, they need to understand what it is you're doing, your mindset. And, I think we can all agree here. And even for all the listeners, like, the last thing you want is to go somewhere and say, hey, this hurts, and have that person tell you, well, then stop doing it. Like, for me, that's just like, personally, you're going to tell me to stop doing something I love. We see it a lot with runners, right? You're going to tell me to cut my, XYZ, cut my mileage. Like, no. Our goal here is to look at the movement, find the ways to adjust it, so that way you can keep doing that thing you love, as opposed to someone saying, you know what, stop it. Because that's a killer. It really is.
Yeah. I understand that. And I think that what are things to address or know if that person, that clinician, is not going to be a good fit for you? Number one, if they tell you to stop, right?
Oh yeah.
Tell you to stop.
100%.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll be back next week. Not going to do that. But somebody who understands and says, you know what, we can do this. We'll do this together. It's not going to be easy, but we'll be able to do this. And I think that people understand that and they appreciate that. And somebody who's honest and transparent about how they're going to help you. I think that's a really big key factor. And we were on this call with other clinicians and specialists, and we were finding out that as long as you let them know how you can help them, you're being transparent about, listen, you're going to have to hold on this, stop doing this, do more mileage here, take back your tempo, do more interval work. Nobody cares as long as they keep moving.
Yeah.
And I think every one of you listeners are probably nodding your head right now. You're like, yeah, I'm just looking for somebody who can help me with that. And they do exist a little bit of everywhere. But you just got to find that person. They don't need a specialist in your sport. They need to be a specialist in how they can help you. So what else, Alex, what was one of your big takeaways from, what you're going to do differently with your clients based on this course? This is off the cuff, so there's no practicing. What do you got, Alex?
Yeah, throughout the course, I learned a lot about general barbell mechanics and how each of those mechanics really relate to just general functional movement throughout our lives, or with any exercise. Normal things like the squat, deadlift, they're all movements that we experience in our daily lives. And a lot of my clients, they're not benching 300 pounds, they're not squatting 500. They're taking steps in their lives to get fit. And so I'm able to show them through barbell, through kettlebell stuff, through just body weight movements, how they can improve their lives through fitness. And that's really all I got.
Yeah. It's funny because if you were to ask what I do, some people would say, well, I help relieve pain. And if somebody asks you what you do, you keep people fit, right? But we're both doing it at different levels, right? You're trying to keep them away from pain.
Right.
I'm trying to get them out of pain. You're trying to keep them fit. I'm trying to get them fit. Do you understand? Gosh, the principles are the same. We all have the same job. It's just at different stages. And so, the purpose, of the course that we just delivered was to deliver it to clinicians to just increase our mindset of like what we're really doing to help you guys. And that is to keep you moving and healthy and active. And, you know, what is the purpose? Like, why do we spend so much time talking about mechanics? Why do we do everything behind the scenes? So we can understand what you're doing.
Mhm.
That's really what we do at the granular level of what is it that we do as a profession, and as a company, is understand you. That's it. Would you agree, Jason?
100% agree.
Yeah. What about you? What's the thing that the top thing that you are gonna apply to your clients tomorrow morning in like 12 hours? What do you got?
So, I mean, barbells are my main reason why I stay fit, why I love being fit. The feeling of like hitting a new lift, hitting a new PR. Not everyone has the same, like, they don't see that the same way, but like that's what their activity is. Like, they'll go running, they'll have that new mile run, new PR with that. Just having that feeling of like achieving something in that way. This weekend kind of showed me like I want to be able to understand that better, so I can get people to feel that and keep feeling that throughout their lives. Like, they might not being able to hit PRs like we're doing like 5-10 years ago, but you could still get that feeling like of accomplishment after a good workout or a good race or hitting a lift. So rehab like doesn't have to be boring either. You know, it's a lot of the stuff we had was pretty fun today. It's pretty interactive, and it really doesn't have to be like this generic like do this. Someone's standing watching you.
Correct.
So
correct. That's powerful. Yeah. So, you know, the big focus was, you know, for us, have you understand our intent is pure. All we're trying to do is keep you moving and keep you active. As you go through the journey of pain, I will say a powerful statement that I might regret later in life, but you will never be out of pain. And anybody on the team knows what I mean by that, and that exercise is trauma. Your body doesn't know that exercise is productive. Your body knows that it's stress being applied. Meaning, when you go for a run and you develop shin splints, it's because you hit a certain amount of reps or total amount of steps over time in a given short period of time that your body couldn't handle. So your body said, hey, take a break or fix something. It's not asking you to take a break. It's just modify or relieve or de-stress or whatever it is. So maybe that's better shoes. Maybe that's stretching. Maybe it's ankle mobility. Maybe it's a running type. I don't care what it is. If something's going to work for you. But understand, if you continue to run, which you should, and you continue to stress your body, which you should, you're always going to have some form of ache or pain your entire life, because your body cannot discriminate what is good stress and bad stress. It just knows it's stress. Would you agree, Shane?
Oh, absolutely. And just to kind of give you guys an image, just think about a cup, right? Your cup can only be so full, and every stressor, and let's go a little bit more holistic, right? So it's not just the exercise, it's the work, it's the home, it's the family stress. It's everything outside of exercise that is also a stress. It all gets poured out of the same cup, right? So if we're pouring out certain amounts from, you know, X, Y, and or Z, how much are we pouring out? So it becomes, you know, this balancing act of the stress, right? Then we also have to consider the other sides, like how quickly can I refill that cup? How long does it take? And what are the things that I need to do in order to refill that cup? So I can, you know, address or have a repeat bout with that stress, right? If we're thinking about exercise.
Absolutely. So sorry if I ruined a lot and you didn't want to hear that. That is a little bit of reality. We get a lot of athletes or, you know, people who do exercise who enjoy jujitsu or taekwondo or CrossFit or whatever is Orange Theory. You will always have something. So people say, you know, clients who've been here for a long time, they'll say, man, I feel like I'm just always beat up. Yeah, welcome to exercise. At a certain level, you're going to continue to do it. And if you were in pain, then we have to figure out, are you doing too little, or you found a good ratio? You have a little bit of rest, a little bit of stress, and you're always trying to fine tune that. So if you're in pain and you feel like you're in chronic pain, we understand. You either have no stress being applied and we need to get you active, or you have way too much stress and we need to back you down and make some modifications. If you can find that balance and maintain that balance, that is an art. And that's where we help people the most, is push and pull to find that center point of just enough stress to give you challenge and that high, that runner's high, that weightlifting high, and maintain that. But you're always going to have to push and pull. So just know that if you have pain, you will always have some form of it as long as you continue to exercise. So we're here to help you, support you through that journey. That's it. All of us.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care if you're a nurse, a physician, or a chiropractor, massage therapist, performance specialist. Everyone's trying to do the same thing. Just keep you at the top level without tipping over to too much stress or in pain. So across the board, that is a philosophy we have here at Sports Performance, and any progressive specialist that you see, we don't care what the flavor is. Like we said, massage, chiro, PT, performance, it doesn't matter. Everyone should have the same mindset. If that clinician or that specialist has the mindset, you found somebody, do not let go of them. They're worth gold, man. They're hard to find, and it's just like I always go to the barber or the dentist, like those people you can jive with because they get it, they get you, they understand you. That is behind the scenes at Sports Performance, and after delivering this barbell course, that's what we came up with. As humans, we're just trying to take care of you guys, and ultimately, all of these specialists got together to try and figure out how we can take care of you better, and we had to share. Thanks, Dr. Jason, for the topic. We appreciate you. Welcome, Coach Alex, with the stash.
Inaugural podcast.
And I love that he came in strong with this stash. I can't get enough of this thing, man. It's firm.
Yeah, if you guys are only listening to audio,
you got to see the video.
Go to the video and check out the stash.
Look at this thing.
We'll attach a picture of it as the cover.
That's the cover. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Just a friendly reminder, we thrive and survive off of your feedback. Without you, there is no us. So we appreciate any reviews that you can leave on iTunes. I think there's only one option. I think there's only a 5-star available on that thing. They don't have it 4 or less at the Sports Performance Podcast. Please leave us a 5-star review, and we really appreciate that. On behalf of the entire team at Sports Performance, keep exercising, keep moving. You might be in pain for quite a while, but we're here to help. Okay. We'll see you on the next episode. See you guys next time.
All right, take it easy, guys.